cooldown once you've got like a Ring of Basilius. So we'll see what he does on Undyne. You have to wonder how much of this is mental damage, picking the Undying into Undyne as to iG.Vitality's chances this game. And you can already see he's got that Bassi ring queued up. Sometimes it just comes down to comfort, right? Chen, not exactly in the meta, but I'm happy to see him back. And he's got a cool, what is that, like a crocodile head with a mummy face on the Chen. What's going on there? He's spinning around too much for us to get a good look. Get in there, get in there. And he's like, is he a Libra as well with those little hangy scale pots? You know what I mean? Zodiac? What Zodiac are you?
Wow. I'm really disappointed in you. I thought you were a good friend, to be honest.
All right, your birthday
Man, I
is
thought you were a good friend.
Is it around this time of year? Or like late in the year?
Wham.
One of the two.
Wham.
No, come on.
Wow. Honestly, man, I thought we were good friends. It's good
When's
to know
my
you
birthday?
actually don't give a damn about me.
When's my birthday?
Yours is...
That's what I thought.
July.
No.
September.
No.
You kind of
got 10 more chances. No.
Okay. Well, I'm a Capricorn, the best of the best.
All right, give me. I don't know exactly when Capricorn is. I know like 3 of the zodiacs. Are you January?
Yes. Early Jan.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Very good.
January. I'm tempted to say 6, but I'm going to say 8.
8 is correct.
Oh, that's right. Better friend. Oh, Undyne might end up being in a little bit of trouble here. Doesn't have any point in the Divine Favor just yet because, of course, he wanted to go that first point in the Holy Persuasion, but he's got the tangos, he's got the headdress for the regen, so he'll be just fine. Wonder how much emphasis DQQ is going to put onto blocking up some of these creeps. He might just choose to body block for now for this first one. Even does drop down the sentry, and I'm sure that Undyne was keeping track of the... Okay, he gets it off anyway, of the inventory. Instantly looks to buy it up again. 2 sentries, actually, for the Undying as well, but I feel like this is exactly what Spectre wants, right? Just to go 1v1 into the Beastmaster at this stage, and he might even be able to get this pull off with the hard camp. So nicely done by Undyne.
And meanwhile, our other side lane is in shambles like it usually
What
is.
lane?
I haven't... Yeah, no, exactly. What lane? What is Dota right now? What is this? It's just a classic. Like the off laners try and look to pull, then the safe laners they want to match that so they don't lose a full wave. Someone does have to shortly go and drag the next wave that's going under the tower. So that will be SJ's job. We'll be a little bit late for that though.
Probably miss a creep. Maybe 2. Maybe he just takes it all. Yukio can just look to farm it. The one behind the tower.
Imitator's doing a really good job, though, to continue right-clicking down the drum, and there's nothing she can do when she's up against 10 dire creeps. And Drow went all stats as well, so not going to have any regen to play with them. SJ's bringing out some tangos, but hopefully Yukio does as well.
You know those cores, they're greedy. They don't want to buy regen.
I mean, we saw this to the extreme this morning as well in our 3rd series for Western Europe, where Devi Lama somehow he got a quad wave by just running circles around on the map, and then as a result of that, he lost his tier 1 tower. Like, it just got to the stage where, yes, it's nice because the lane shoves in and you get all the experience, but that also does a lot of tower damage, so it was a very funny interaction.
I suppose you're not going up against like an Enchantress with Blightstone this type of round, so if they look to do a similar sort of thing on iG.Vitality, then, you know, they probably aren't going to end up being able to take that tower. But, yeah, it was funny to have to look at.
Yeah.
What's Drow got coming out? Oh, Band of Elven Skin. The tangos. All right, looking to buy it. The one lane that we haven't really been looking at is this mid lane, as Todoro looks to bottle up the bounty rune inside of his own jungle. Not losing out too much on the CS. It's pretty even in this mid lane. I'd say fairly rare that we get these real early kills with the Spirit v Spirit matchup these days.
Yeah, I always kind of like keeping tabs of this matchup because
we see it so often.
We see it so often. I still think it's Storm favored, but then sometimes I see the Ember just do okay. I'm always trying to get the read on what it actually is, what's kind of that X factor on why sometimes the Ember can best the Storm.
I mean, sometimes at Pro Dota level as well, it's not even just about the individual. It's about what is your team able to do around it. Both of them, of course, lacking in escape potential before level 6, but you know, we know with the chains, with the vortex, something like a Mirana can really look to just set up that lane for that early kill, for example. Yep.
Seems
Another
like
passive start though.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, the lanes seem very stable, even though there were those shenanigans down bottom. Yes, Irving's taking a bit of a hit in regards to his last hitting, but he's going to start to make some stacks. He's already got a double at the hard. Hopefully he's going to be able to. It was a little bit too late with the ball to get the hard and the ancient stack. Just needed to get there a bit faster, but regardless, he still got at least one stack, so not the worst.
They're building up stacks inside of the main jungle as well, with Undying just looking to take it with the Wild Wing. And it's not going to channel for long enough. It's not like it used to be, being incredibly busted and a very long cooldown, so won't be able to take that one solo. Actually get the first blood on that bottom side. I mean, this is what happens if you build up that those creep waves a little bit too much. Drop the tombstone, you can't deal with the zombies and the creeps and everything else running back at you, and Ukyo able to secure that for himself and the team. Kind of nice for an Undying as well, who was completely out of mana. Just gets that full refresh. You're able to TP mid, get Totoro a bottle refill, and go back bottom and continue the harass. Such a strong lane, Drow Undying.
Yes, that
Drow's
is.
Also just going to be getting the boar as well. Lots of experience each time you're able to take out that boar, so perhaps Irving just a little bit off the mark with his micro there to be able to give it up so easily. Not really where you expect to see a Chen in the mid lane at this stage.
No, I was looking to maybe try and go on over and help secure the rune for Phoenix. It was down bottom though. Samba's going to be working with a double damage rune. Looks like he is avoiding the orb of corrosion. So another instance we've seen this down to the Storm. He's happy with the blight, but one of the phase boots picked up at a early rate.
Just trying to think why that might be. Like, what is it really that's looking to set that apart? I guess against the Drow, you might want a slightly earlier phase boots, just in case you need to rotate to that lane, and she's got that marksmanship available. That additional armor from the phase boots is kind of nice. And we know that Ukyo's had a great lane. Even able to just stay down here solo, not even needing the Undying. Bit of luxury there. He's going to use that time to scout out the fact that, oh, there's at least one stack inside of this jungle area. Looks like he'll be able to avoid Imitator, but they should have seen him walk up onto that high ground as well. So they know the general pathing of this Undying. They might be able to get the surprise initiation onto Ukyo off of the back of this DD Phase Boots Ember Spirit. Look at this aggressive glyph too.
Oh. All right, well, Ukyo's got to go down to get the kill, and they got the catapult wave. Simultaneously, though, they did take away that entire stack at the hard camp, so Toro's pretty happy with that. He's even considering about moving on over down to bottom. They might try and surmount a defense, but they'll be down the disruptor for that. Phoenix just blows him up with the DD.
We know that that's one of the biggest counters, right? Ember Spirit into the disruptor. Yeah, doesn't feel very good on Old Mate Disruptor, especially once that BKB is out on Ember Spirit. You're just able to rip through his HP pretty damn quickly, and yeah, completely ignoring the corrosion, wanting to go straight into that Maelstrom. A lot of damage output needed. I mean, you're playing with a Spectre who's going to be able to carry this game if it gets super late. So you just need to create as much space as possible to allow that to happen.
We do see it's on the flip side, though, that iG.Vitality, they're going to be able to do a similar thing. Of course, Beastmaster and Lycan play a almost identical role at the early stage, so their own safe lane tower is going to go down for Team Bright, and meanwhile, he's in some trouble here. He's going to try and play River the Paladin with the dagger, but Toro can be able to close the distance. He's just going to lack the mana, though. Some of those range up procs coming in handy there for the Spectre.
Wonder if it's really worth him going for the Radiance this game. I guess you're against a Lycan, right? So the burn is always going to be feeling really nice against all of the illusions. But again, this is with a Chen. As long as you're able to get that Holy Persuasion with the Aghanim Shard, you're not really caring that much about the Lycan or any of his units. And, well, with the Harpy Stormcrafter assisting them, they're going to be able to snipe that Undying, even just pulling this wave as well, making sure that they're able to get as much damage into this tower as possible without your own creeps dying.
They are coming on over, though, to take the fight. The Toro's going to be pretty cautious, though, with the burst damage that's coming out. It's not enough to get the kill, and now even Tax, he's looking to get involved in the Lycan. They've got the Glimpse to cancel Imitator's TP. They're going to finish the Rubik, though. Looking for the juicy target in Phoenix, and yeah, the Storm's going to go down too, so... And even Imitator might live. Can he feel just on the edge, so we'll catch him as he enters the high ground, so he will be able to get the kill, but... They do lose the Storm Spirit, though, so he is very much struggling. Phoenix is 1,000 net worth ahead of his counterpart.
We talked about how much both of these teams really emphasize the Ember Spirit, so it is something that we can see the reason why. You know, Phoenix able to get a really good start out of this game, more than a 1,000 net worth lead just at the 10-minute mark ahead, and he is looking to make a ton of space for this greedy style that Heart's going for.
But he's farming well, though, on the Spectre. Honestly, quite impressed with the position that he is regards to the net worth, so...
I was thinking maybe he was going to go like the Blade Mail into the Aghanim Scepter build, just because, again, you've got a relatively quick lineup. Beastmaster plus Chen, plus the ability to potentially take over a Lycan creep. You can ball down a lane, especially if you're able to find a pick-off off the back of, like, Ember Remnanting forward, Aghanim Scepter. Chen should die here. He has the mech on the courier at least, so at least he bought that before he died. But did Rubik take the tome? I hope that it's still available for the Chen to potentially pick up. Doesn't look like it is, though, so he's still a full level away from that 6.
Pretty good position from SJ, just posturing aggressively in front of Tax.
He knows.
They might be able to actually use Decay, so Tombstone's not going to be stolen. SJ will still go down, but again, he's done his role, playing in front of the Lycan, making sure he's not getting sniped. It will lose the Helm Dom creep, though. Tax not going to be able to protect it.
I think Irving actually has his own Helm Dom as well, so even more push that they're going to be able to group up around. I really want to see them put a lot more emphasis onto getting Undyne his level 6, right? We know how strong this lineup can be. He actually put a second point into the Penitence as well. Not something that you really see all that often. Divine Favor, if you're especially going for this group up style, gives you a lot of value.
They got the first silence. Can they capitalize on this now? Another kinetic field to hold him in place. Stolen Static Storm's going to force iG.Vitality to retreat from the area. Now they can fall in pursuit as Phoenix finds the chains to hold them down. Team Bright. But again, something similar we saw last game. They had a early net worth lead, an early hold of the game. And this time they got some heroes to be able to capitalize on taking objectives very easily.
Yeah, they even held the mech until the very end, wanting iG.Vitality to continue to commit. They eventually do disengage, but not before losing their Drow Ranger. And their Drow already going to have a tough time against the Spectre, and you fall 600 net worth behind, and this is without the Radiance. Spectre's basically been farming with nothing up until this stage. Poor Undyne.
Long zip in? Yeah. Should be able to get the creeps as well, which is going to be nice. Take away the Chen army. Phoenix, though, I mean, he's got an incredible game, and how are you going to be able to deal with the Ember? 5-0-3, top of the net worth, already one component towards the BKB. I don't even know if Irving's in trouble. In fact, they might look to turn it back around. Won't be able to get in range for the stun, though, but still stolen. Static Storm is there. It's going to be back up in 10 seconds, so wonder if Bright look to try and make another play shortly.
Wouldn't hate to see it. I mean, again, they're going to have the Chen available. He's got a smoke delivered through to him, and yeah, they immediately look to go for it. No vision of them at that time, and yeah, they actually even see the Drow Ranger looking to farm off of the back of this ward. Should be able to claim it. They know.
Nice Spidey senses. Scans on the mark, so he's going to be able to reposition away. Looks like they'll still just take over the Ancients instead.
They'll get Chen the 6 too.
So, how are you going to be able to protect the Drow Ranger as this game goes on? Because now you've got Ember issues, you've got Spectre issues as well, with it being a free Spectre game so far. And you went down this Lycan route for kind of more push on Vitality. It's not a hero with catch. It's not a hero that can...
They're trying to catch the beast.
Hold that third. Irving, yeah. The zip into the Static Storm. Beastmaster's going to end up going down. The Hand of God, is it enough? Irving's going to be able to turn it back around. Gets the roll for the distance away, but it's just space. It's time created for the rest of the team to start to rotate over. Totoro is in some trouble. They've got the chains back up and available. TP cancelled, and now the kill, man. This game's starting to get pretty out of control.
It is indeed. It was a nice glimpse, though, that they were able to get off there by DQQ, realizing that the only way Beastmaster was going to live was getting that mech off as well. So wasn't able to land that one there, and they still do get one kill, but again, at what cost? You use so much time just to move to the other side of the map. Your Storm Spirit's continuing to fall behind. He's, what, 2.5k now behind the Ember Spirit, who doesn't even have the BKB yet. He's just playing off the back of a Maelstrom. He's also level 12 now, so big damage increase from the Fire Remnant if he wants to go down that route. It's looking scary. And again, Spectre still does not have Radiance. So just, have we seen a Haunt even? I don't think we have.
No, I don't think we have as well.
Yep. So it's going to be... they're having trouble dealing with this so far, and they've effectively been playing 5v4, and soon it's going to be 5v5, or even like 6v5 with how strong this Spectre is going to be.
Yeah. And they just have such a vision advantage. These wards are still down by the triangle. Of course, you got the Beastmaster Hawks. You're going to have the Chen creeps running in as well. This game's going to get very impossible to play
and
shortly. Oh, God.
Yep, rally around the Chen, rally around the Beastmaster. Really don't hate this. Got vision on Totoro. We've got the Vlads as well coming out right now on the Courier, so huge power spike coming for Bright.
Imitator. They're able to get the kill onto the Rubik, but there's the Radiance reveal. Not going to be too much help with the default. Yeah, lacking some of the control to hold Radiant into place, so... A small victory for them. They get one kill, and then an ultimate being on cooldown as well. They continue to try and chase down Dire. They're going to be able to get the glimpse back onto Undyne, so it looks like another member will go down. So, some nice sequence of events here for iG.Vitality.
I really didn't feel like they needed to do that, though, right? Like, they had vision up on the high ground. They could have probably placed the sentry ward a little bit deeper out to potentially scout out this observer ward next to the outpost. And yeah, Rubik kind of just goes forward for no reason. You had a Beastmaster with Vlad's Helm of the Dominator. You had a Chen army. You have Mech. You have Hand of God. You had Haunt available. They could just take the tier 2 tower. No need to go that far forward. And, well, gives iG.Vitality a small chance of coming back into this one. Hopefully for them, they don't smoke underneath this Hawk, but they've got it sentryed. They kind of sussy that you have 4 people grouped up together, though, so even without the vision, they might get a sense of what's going on.
They will get a tier 1, it looks like, for free, though, on iG.Vitality. Going to be no response, so it gives them an opportunity to try and drop some deep wards down across the map. Let's see if they're going to try and continue with the attempt on the smoke. They've only got about a quarter duration of it left.
Might consider Roche. We know it's great with the Storm.
Well, they've got a Hawk, though, so they're well aware that this is going on. Haunt's still on cooldown, though, for 70 seconds.
No dagger as well for another 5.
This could be an okay fight. I mean, Roche is even going to go down before they can get
Irving's
there.
Not there.
And Imitator, he's going to be killed off as well.
It's another time where he just gets picked off for no real reason. They were never in a position to take that team fight, so what's the point standing around? It's the regen as well on Totoro. He's going to use the fact that he's got that Aegis to be a little bit greedier with his build, gets the Mithril Hammer first. just for a little bit of that extra damage when he does go for the dive in rather than the survivability off the back of the Ogre Axe. They should at least be able to get this tier 2 tower bottom, but it just feels like they've given up too much. They're still going to be 7 or so K ahead after this tower goes down, but feels like it could have been close to 10.
Yeah. Still, though, it has to be said, this is a game where calls on Die are going to be pretty happy about scaling into the Drow. So for this Aegis, you've got to get a lot out of it for iG.Vitality.
What can you get out of it, though? I mean, you've got the Helm of the Overlord, and Chen still doesn't seem to be prioritizing that Aghanim Shard for himself. I really want to see him do it.
Disruptor. Saw some TP starting to come out. Was thinking maybe iG.Vitality would get there a little bit faster to protect, and they are underneath this Observer Ward. Soon to expire, but they're looking to try and still get some usage out of it. I'm so late down. Look at the poke from afar. Poor SJ, man. Get the ward? Oh, nice. At least they got it before it expired.
Get the Hawk as well. So a little bit of vision, but again, without your supports, what can you really do? You need someone to be there standing in front of Ukyo, who doesn't feel like he's going to be, even once he's got the BKB, honestly. Like, is that really going to change too much? I'm not so sure. And again, another double damage for Phoenix to be able to play around with. Not quite the level 15 just yet, but just using his abilities to keep that lane shoved. Play around this area of strength, and they actually go for a smoke of their own. Already in enemy territory, just trying to pick off a straggler. Do you think they need to go all the way up to the top side of this map? I guess they know that they're potentially rallied behind this, and with that, Lycan is going to be able to TP on back. They could just take all of their map away, surely, right?
Yeah.
Look to go down. This tower's on 173 HP. Hit it a couple of times. The smoke's not going to pop, so I'd say that's probably going to be their main priority. And, well, they can see where the Spectre is off of the back of this Observer Ward that SJ placed previously. So he's playing in a good spot inside the tree line, not wanting to give himself up for free. Oh, he might just, though.
Oh, no. The worst timing. The Wolf to scout and iG.Vitality, they're going to collapse on him. They'll still try and TP in on Team Bright. Roar's down. Can they protect Ukyo, though? Phoenix directly towards his target, blows up the Drow range, and now Storm's in trouble as well. Somehow even Tax is made up on the higher ground. But there's going to be no Lycan involved inside the respawn. They've got the chains, and through the control, it's plenty of damage, and poor old Tax. Oh, no. Oh, man, there's some rough deaths. They are some rough deaths when you're up on the cliff.
It's a full-on team wipe. I mean, in the fight recap, it shows the Ember Spirit doing 4.7k damage, but that was without the second life of the Storm. That was without the Lycan going down at the very end there. It was still... It could have been better. I know it sounds crazy that they just got a full team wipe, but... Undyne, he is silver tier on the Chen, but maybe he just hasn't played it all that recently, because they changed the Hand of God. It's not just this big burst heal, right? It's a little bit of a burst heal, but then it's that 8-second heal over time. So maybe if he chose to pop it a little bit sooner, the Spectre would have lived, and then you can get in range for the Guardian Greaves, and then maybe the Spec even lives, and you get a full 5-man wipe with actually not giving anything up in return. DQQ gonna go down once again. Like the shard pickup by Ukyo, though. Good way to deal with a lot of these summons, all those explosions that come out whenever you get the kill. But look at Phoenix. Fearless, just playing on the front lines.
Yeah, what a performance from him. What an incredible game that we've seen from the Ember so far. He's even got an illusion room, which is going to be pretty nice inside the fights. Get rid of the silence.
You could afford to go in super deep.
Yeah,
you're really only saving the BKB if you get static stormed.
God, this stolen shapeshift. Oh, they see the storm on the high ground. Look at the damage. Oh no, the change from Phoenix didn't even go into that extra talent duration at the 15. It's just so much damage. That, along with the mini horn for the shadow step.
The imitator's a wolf.
Yeah, scary wolf.
What probability are you giving this?
I reckon this is 100%.
It's 90, not 100, but it feels like 99 to me.
I see. Well, I can. Man,
Is dead.
anyone shows for an instant, they're gone.
And now you don't have
try and make
shapeshift.
the attempt. It's a pretty decent zip in, but all the damage is just onto the Chen. They will have some issues with the tombstone. The zombies are starting to stack up, so Team Bright are actually going to be forced to retreat away.
Oh, stolen zip.
Dude, Imitator.
As the flesh golem.
He's going
he's
back
going
in.
for more star
How's he going to
points.
this mana? What's going on? Where's he getting the mana from? Imitator,
Oh, he's
back and
almost
forth.
dead.
Now he'll die. So in the end, it's going to be a 2 for 3. Not the worst, but it looks like Phoenix is looking for the cleanup. Storm back over to the high gun, and Phoenix doesn't have some remnants to play with, so they'll be able to get the... still they'll come out on top in regards to the skirmish here for Team Bright.
Yeah, I don't know where he got all that mana from. Like, he has an arcane boots, sure. I guess the Chen had used the Greaves previously, but that was really early into the team fight. I don't know. Philosopher's Stone gives plus 200, I guess. And another DD for Phoenix. This guy has bought his loot boxes lately. Gaben's smiling down on him. Almost level 20 as well. So that sleight of fist damage just going to get even better. Can afford to sell the Quelling Blade, the Blightstone, the Fairy Fire. What's he going into next? Shivas. Why? Sure. Feels great to have any sort of additional armor against the Drow. Smoke's going to pop underneath the vision. They will not have a sentry.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Hopefully Undyne looks to drop one down nearby because they're walking around under complete information here.
Just going to
What does
go up,
Taro
it looks like.
Sure. Feels like they're strong enough. Spectre still without the Haunt for 40 seconds, so I'm not sure how confidently they can do this, but he's got the Axe, my bad. He's able to join in at any time. Now with that DD just popping because of time,
Is under attack.
might give them the indication to want to go back. Maybe Ember just wants his level 20 as well. Wouldn't begrudge him for just looking to farm that one up and be truly unbeatable.
Zip in. They're going to be able to run into Irving or the Beastmaster, but the BKB activated. They'll just turn it around
Drought.
straight away onto the Drought. And now with the rest of the other components, they're going to be in some trouble as well.
Tombstone, okay. Still no Haunt used. That was just the Shadow Step.
And
I
they
don't think he even committed onto that. That was just the Radiance Burn doing a lot of the damage from the Spectre.
Warrior has been killed.
got a glimpse of DQQ as well with one of the Hawks. But it looks like they're a little bit too late to close the distance on him, and Tax will be able to TP out as well. But I do have Roche sets back up, though, for the grand prize. So looks like Team Bright going to be able to find the second Roche.
Oh, and they'll give this to Chen.
Wow.
The shard.
Will they?
They should. They give it to Beastmaster. I guess Chen's close enough, and there's nothing really that he needs to buy anymore. So you thought you had vision issues previously. Well, now you got more Hawks coming
Yeah.
out onto the map. People just dying solo. It forces a BKB out from Phoenix, I guess, but I mean, the man is 13, 0, and 10 right now on this Ember Spirit. Having a crazy game.
It's just a mental win. He's like, yeah, dude, I didn't even care. We're so far ahead. I'll pop a BKB for the disruptor. Dead for 30 seconds. Doesn't matter.
And I feel like game 3, you might even bait iG.Vitality into going a super early Ember Spirit pick, and then you can look to counter with some of your favorite heroes. DK, Dragon Knight, Death Prophet. I don't really play that much of the Huskar, but why not?
It's not a
This
bad
is a deep
ward.
dive.
So what the Storm's able to do for the instant use of the telekinesis and then the roar as well. The reaction's almost enough to get the Storm kill. They're still going to be able to follow up though as Hart finds a vision for the glimpse back. And now Phoenix, he can look to continue the chase as well. Already 2 members going down. Ukyo's going to try and TP out. He will be able to make it. But their base is soon going to be in some trouble. In
Yep.
fact, they'll just call it quits here.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. I would too. I mean, they used everything there just to try and get anything out of that, and they got 0 kills. Lycan Shapeshift was used. They just felt so much stronger. This was a really good Chen pick that wasn't even used to its fullest potential, I don't think. Like, this was honestly just Ember Spirit balling out of his mind.